We descend, feel love, we defy, we defy, we defy, we defy.
Hello and welcome back to Russ Plays Games. My name is Russ, and as you can tell from the background here on the game, we're getting back into some more Final Fantasy II. When we last left off, I had done some grinding, and then we went inside of Ebelon Castle. Or, we didn't go inside Ebelon Castle, sorry. We went inside of the cave of Ebelon, where the Ebelonese people were staying, and we went up into the Tower of Bab-il, defeated Rubicante, saw what Dr. Lugae had done to Edge's parents, and we decided that, it was time to put Rubicante down, and so we did, and then when we walked in, we fell through a trap door, and we ended up in the underground. We found a new airship dubbed the Falcon. And so, I'm going to turn that, oops, not all the way down, but there we go. And so, what we're going to end up doing today is we are going to go back into the castle. Lally-ho! If these guys have anything new. I don't think they have anything new to say. Okay, doesn't look like it. The hole to the upper world crumbled the other day, and we found a strange man there. He's in the nursing room. I wonder who that could be. Lally-ho, I'm happy you're okay. Alright, so let's go up and talk to King Giott real quick. We've been worried. How did it go? I'm afraid, and then he tells the story. I see. Goldbez is trying to force open the sealed cave. It's just a matter of time before he succeeds, so I want you to get the crystal before him. Luca?
What is it, Father?
Give me your necklace.
This one?
This is the very key to open the sealed cave. No one can enter the cave without it. We must defend the last crystal at all costs. We'll do our best. Receive the key of Luca. We'll counter the main forces of the enemy. You go to the sealed cave to the southwest.
I heard that this necklace is the keepsake of my mother, the late queen.
There's a village called Tonra near the sealed cave, but we can't get there now because of the lava. Can't fly over magma? Where's that strange man of the airship? You'll have to fly to the sealed cave, but we can't fly, so we're counting on you, okay, Lolly? There's a cave that leads to the world of the summon monsters. You can't walk inside that cave. You have to float. There is a magic to float. Can you use it? Well, I don't think Rosa's actually learned that spell. Yes, she has. We can do that. Whee! Alright. So we can actually float. Yes. Alright. So now... Oh, you little punk. Get out of my way. Let me see here. Already done that. No, this is the tower. I don't need to go up there just yet. Best place we need to go right now. Right here. Food? How can these people eat such tasteless Sid?
You're okay.
Good grief. Ha ha ha. Who's this chap? Chap, you impertinent brat. Who do you think you're talking to? Who's this little nuisance? I'm Edge, the renowned Prince of Eblon. He is a prince, though his mouth betrays his nature. And a handsome, skilled ninja as well.
He's injured. Don't anger him.
Henpecked boy? Oh, shut up. By the way, what are gold bears? We've defeated all of his 4 fiends. Oh, but all the crystals except for the last one are now in his hands.
We want to get to the last crystal, but the Enterprise is on the upper world.
We've snatched an airship from the enemy, but it cannot fly over the magma. Haha, now it's my turn. Can't do anything without me. I love this. He just jumps out of bed.
You must stay in bed, Lolly. Wait until you heal, Lolly.
Oh, shut up and help me remodel the airship. We have no time to waste.
He looks fine.
Yeah. And so he's fixing up the airship. I love that. Drags Edge over. So he's basically fixing all the fixing up the airship so that we can actually fly over the magma. Now you can fly over the magma.
Thank you.
Should.
He must have been very tired. He has overworked himself.
Thanks, Sid. Sleep and get well.
He shouldn't have done such thing. He's a bit strange, but a nice guy, Lolly.
So, that was allowing us to get over the magma. And I don't think we need anything else. Because I think I have everything I need right now. Let me check and see. She's got ice arrows. Do I have any other arrows? Holy, mute, fire, lightning, Medusa, and poison. So I've got enough. Okay. For now. Don't think there's anything else we need in here, but I can sell this, this. I think I'll keep that for now. I don't think there's anything else we need. We're good. Alrighty. Yeah, I kind of sent him packing. But I don't think... Let me see here. Yeah, I do. Okay. So... basically... because I have the crystal... something's gonna happen when we get to the sealed cave. But we're not gonna do the sealed cave just yet. we're actually going to go down. Remember they talked about that village called Tomra? That's where we're going to head right now. Oh, come on, seriously. What in the heck? Jeez. You flippin' serious? Yeah, I didn't use the aim command. If you fight, she actually does about 50% less. Maybe it's about 33% less. But anyway. Now we have free reign of the underworld, and we can drive straight north, but we can't go up yet because we're still kind of stuck down here. We head down here. There's a little village down here. The little house down there. Village. There's a village there. That is a sealed cave. That is the cave to the land of summoned monsters. And this is a different cave up over here. There's the Sylph Cave as well. I think that's what that one is. So that one we're not going to go in yet. Well, we're going to come over here to this guy. Okay. Village of Tomra. Where'd ya come from? Nally-ho? Lally, no, it's hi-ho in here. Know something? The cave on the northwest island leads to the land of summoned monsters. Is the ocean on the upper world really blue? Yeah. That's gross. What do you mean gross? Man, you guys have got lava. The heck, dude? Glad you came this far. Take whatever you want. I'm a farmer. What do you farm? Dirt? So we're grabbing the treasure. There's really not a whole lot, but every little bit helps. Hi-ho! Came from the upper world? Where's that? Up there. Can't see, but I'm pointing to the ceiling. Duh. Look at that. Wow, a customer. Yeah, imagine that. Okay. So, I'm going to buy chain whip. I'm going to buy a few middle swords. And I don't know if I can throw that ogre axe. So I'm going to buy one just to see if I can. Because if I can, that's going to be pretty fun. If not, then I'll sell it. Oof. Yeah. So... Arg! Okay. So just to kind of let you know what I'm doing here, I am basically selling off all of these things, and I think I'm going to go ahead and sell that off because I need the money right now because I need to be able to buy I think one of them already has the tiara. but we can buy 2 of those. So, yeah, she already had the tiara, I figured. Diamond. Equip. Nice for the diamond. This is like the second best or third best equipment in the game, because we're pretty far into the game now. Okay. And to do that, and then we're going to give us okay, I didn't buy that one. Okay, and then we're gonna throw on the diamond shield, and then we'll throw on the diamond gauntlet. And then he is going to take the last of the diamond bracelets. Okay. Okay. So now, as you can see, this is what we've got. Okay. And I could buy a tiara, but I don't think I'm going to worry about it right this minute. So yeah, we'll go check the inn really quick. Cave of the Fairies called Sylph is at the northwest end of this land. Sylphs are afraid of us, but we're nice, you see. No, I don't need to sleep just yet. Alright, next thing we're gonna do is go up over here and come down here. This is Kokol, the Smiths.
Boss has lost his confidence, Lally. This is the home of the world's greatest blacksmith, Kokol, Lally.
So this is Kokol, or however you want to say his name. I'm not sure exactly how you say his name. But anyway, he's a blacksmith. Now, funny thing, we have this sword in our inventory called the Legend Sword. Now, in other games, that is actually a magazine called Porno or Smut. Okay? I don't know why. I'm not gonna make another sword. I can't even find the legendary or adamant. Okay. So, if you remember, okay, when we were in Silvera, this was back right after we got the airship before we went to Toria, we went by this island out in the middle of the ocean, kind of south of Fabul. That island is, and I said, you see those little shallows? Keep that in mind, because we're going to do that later. Okay? Now, we have the Legend Sword. And we heard from some of those people that the guy that works in those mines wants a tail. So, when we find a tail, guess what we're going to do with it? If anyone's played the original Final Fantasy, you'll kind of recognize this particular quest, because it's a quest very similar that you would go on towards the end of the game. Okay? Although the tail was used for a different purpose. The tail you found because like they were a special delicacy that Bahamut liked, and you gave it to him, and in exchange for his delicacy, for the delicacy that he craved, he gave you a class change. For when we're talking about some of our different quests here, but see, like, we had to go find the adamant in the original Final Fantasy. You had to find the adamant in Tiamat's castle, and then you would exit out, go back, and then you would go to the smith in the dwarf cave, and he would forge you the Excalibur sword. This is very, very similar to what that is. Okay? Now, I'm going to use a cabin, and I'm going to save because we're going to go into the cave to the land of the summoned monsters. Okay, and as soon as we come in here, we go here, we hit float, and then you hit right on the control pad. It selects every single character, and now we are floating in the air. This is going to become very important.
I came here on my way from the land of summoned monsters. Let's ask for help.
You see these yellow or these orange glowing tiles here? They actually damage you if you walk over them. Okay? So if you come in here without knowing the float spell, you're gonna get damaged. And there's also monsters in here that can cast the very powerful Quake spell that will absolutely decimate your party if you're not careful. Okay? I'm actually surprised we haven't gotten into a thing yet. Now, when you go to the next floor, float wears off. So you have to go back in. You have to go back over to float. You have to do this every single time. Don't ask me why they made it that way. I have no idea. Okay? Now that we're floating again, we're going to walk back up here. Okay. Let me show you here. Can I not throw the middles? Oh, that sucks. Ah, fine. Screwy thing. Now, just like with the marionettes and the dolls that you fight in the earlier caves and stuff, that will actually you can do the same thing with these guys that you do with those guys. So yeah, it's not that big of a deal to do that. So if you want to, you can actually do that. And so if you wanted to level up, this is a good place to do it, because you can find those guys and then just keep killing their things, and you just venom them just like you did before, and so they just continually get damaged over time by the poison, and you don't have to worry about it. Come on. Okay. So you see this thing called an arachne? Okay? This is the thing that does Quake. Okay? And if you don't have float on, you're going to be taking constant damage from that. Okay? And it will suck. Trust me. Oh, he just owned that guy. Holy moly. 5,000 damage on a jump. Dang. Here, I'll show you his, I'll show you the Blitz Attack since you haven't seen that yet. It's actually a pretty neat attack. So we're just fighting this battle because it just takes a long time, because when you're back attacked, it actually slows down your ATB gauge. You can't see it because you don't you can't see the gauge because the gauge is not in front of you, but that is something that happens when you get into those kind of things. Okay, no, screw this. Okay, you're done. Stop. Just stop! God bless it, am I sick and tired of you. Would you freaking stop? Go away! God. It's all the back attacks and crap. Frickin' thing. I can't walk 2 friggin' steps? Go ahead, try to hit me. So you can see that those give you 880 experience points. So if you killed a ton of those with those conjurers, then you can see where you will gain a heck of a lot of experience. And so this is actually probably one of the places that I'm going to end up kind of grinding a little bit when I'm done kind of showing off some of the caves that are in here, the Sylph Cave and this one, the Land of Summons. Then I'll probably go ahead and show you, you know, this is where I will come to do a lot of my, this is where I will come to do a lot of my grinding and stuff. Come on. I think one of the things that struck me about this game back when I first played it was I think it probably was mostly the story. Because, yeah, while the graphics are great, and everything is amazing, the game itself is really, really well done. The plot, the story, the character development, everything is on point. And it's kind of what we've come to expect from a Final Fantasy game in terms of, how we do things as gamers and stuff. We tend to look at it and we tend to kind of say, I really do like, Final Fantasy in terms of, like how they, do the different, characters and all that kind of stuff. And this was kind of the first one that really, outside of maybe the original Final Fantasy II on the original Nintendo or Famicom in Japan, it had a much different plot line to it, where the characters did different things, and and it was one of those, I don't know how to quite explain it, but it was basically, if you thought about it like this, if the characters themselves, like for instance, like you had 4 characters that you could name anything you wanted to, but you had Firion, you had Guy, you had Leon, you had Maria, and that was the first one, because it was the second Final Fantasy, but it was the first one to have a dedicated plot line with characters that were not just generic. Now, when they went to Final Fantasy III, because they implemented a job system on the original Famicom version, they used a lot of their ideas to try to make the characters seem more real. And so they really tried to, look at how can we make, how can we make our characters, seem more real. And so when they went to the Final Fantasy 3, and they kind of went back to what made Final Fantasy 3, the job class system, they tried to change up a bit of the aesthetics that went with that. And so they ditched the idea of having named characters in favor of a robust job class system where people would, fight and have these, crazy battles, and then the end boss would kind of be the end-all be-all for that particular one. And so, this was the first one that had an amazing job class. This one had, different jobs for the different people. But it was also kind of the first one that featured a redemption story. So we had a character who, has a past, a dark past, who tries to overcome that dark past. And because we had only ever played the original Final Fantasy, we did not get Final Fantasy 4, or we did not get Final Fantasy 2, 3, or 5 here in America. And so a lot of people didn't really understand why some of us were, super duper stoked that, it's like we got this badass Final Fantasy that makes it, such a different game. Like it really kind of stirred the imagination, because we had these characters that you could care about. Because in the original Final Fantasy, we didn't have characters that we cared about. The characters that we had were mostly just a class, and we could name them, we could talk about them, but we weren't necessarily we didn't have all the stories from 2 and 3. So the only story that we knew was from Final Fantasy, was from the original Final Fantasy. And so this game really brought about a huge change in the aesthetics of the original Final Fantasy, where our characters now had stories, now had backstories, now had, we cared about them. We wanted them to win. We wanted them to do things, because they were actual heroes in our minds, because they were like stories that we had read. And around the time that this came out was the popularity, the new popularity, I should say, of the original Dragonlance Chronicles series, which was something that we had never really experienced as people in the United States. A lot of us kids had vivid imaginations, but like playing this brought about a brand new mystique to fantasy games, because we hadn't seen this before. We didn't see the summons, because we didn't have summoners. We didn't see a lot of the spells, because the spells that were used in the original Final Fantasy were very limited in terms of, mostly it was just the characters being the characters. And, they would just stand there and just kind of throw their, just kind of do their stuff. And it was like, yay. Honestly, it was not like, we didn't have a lot of that stuff, okay, as gamers. And so when this game came out, it revolutionized the role-playing genre. Rydia, you came back! Yes, she did. Alrighty. Oh, get out of the way. Stupid AI walkers. Okay. So you see this little tile right here? If you walk into that tile, it takes you down to these 4 treasure chests. And in this treasure chest, okay, in these treasure chests is like the ultimate bow. This is actually Rosa's ultimate weapon, the samurai bow. Now, I'm going to keep the samurai arrows because I only have 10 of them. Okay? So I'm not going to use them until we get towards the end of the game. Because you don't want to use them. We are the monsters, and this is our world. Callers can summon us to your world. Yes, we know that already. You're the first humans to visit here other than Rydia. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to walk down here. That's how you get to this treasure chest. And guess what we just found? The rat tail! Boom! We got it. Hi, Rydia! Hi, Rydia. What? Is it strange if I talk? Yeah. I don't think that we usually have talking monsters in our world. Rydia, glad to see you back. Rydia, oh, your friends.
Rydia, don't go again.
Oh, she has to. She's got to help us save the world. We don't have a black mage, so... Sorry. She's gonna come with us. Okay, this is the item store. And what's pretty neat is that this side has most of your normal curative items, and then this side is the inn. And then we can talk to these guys over here too.
Titan is only a blockhead if you can use the magic spell of float.
Chocobo, Shiva, and Indra, they all live here in the land of summoned monsters.
I guess Jin is burning as usual, huh? Okay, do you remember when we went downstairs down in the thing, and we went to talk to the old King of Baron, and he said, go to the land of summoned monsters and then return. So when we get out of here, we will return to him.
This world is ruled by the Master of Monsters, and we have a queen named Ashura.
Yes, you do. And she is quite the fight.
We want to live in peace. I don't like humans walking around in our place like this, Rydia.
We're not here to hurt you. So this is like the most powerful shield in the game, outside of the crystal equipment that you will get later on. And then this is the most powerful gear for wizards, basically. So we'll probably end up picking those up before we leave. Oops.
I heard that in other worlds our friends are not behaving themselves.
Yeah, some of them aren't.
You have to be Queen Ashura to be able to even speak to the king.
Would you get out of my way? God.
Can humans use our weapons okay? Oh, it's you, Rydia.
This is kind of like one of her, like, best weapons. This is actually a really good sword for Edge. The Charm Staff's okay. The Lunar Staff's alright. You don't necessarily need it, but I'm just gonna go ahead and buy one of each. And then I think I'll buy one Blitz Whip, just to have one because I can. I don't necessarily need it, but yeah, see, like, he has the ninja sword, which if we put the long, see, it drops him down. So it's actually not as good as the ninja sword. Now, if I didn't have him in the back part of the party, if I didn't have him in the back row of the party, I would have him with a ninja sword in his right hand and the long sword in the other hand. And so what we're going to do here is we're going to sell off these middle swords since we can't use them. And then we're going to sell off this middle sword. I'm going to keep the defense. I'm going to sell that. I'm going to sell the chain. I think that's it. I don't think I need anything else. Okay. And so that pretty much sets us up really well right now. Get out of the way. Okay.
This is the library. Why don't you study a bit?
Shh, be quiet. This is a great book.
So if you go up here to these bookcases, you can actually talk. So it says, The Art of Summoning. Now there are only a few humans left alive to wield this power. The history of our land traces back to the past, when humans did not exist. One must be strong in body and mind to pass the cave leading to the world of humans. Unless they're summoned for a brief time. Titan, the king of giants. His power can crack the earth, and most foes will be swallowed into it. Jin, the burning master. His flame is said to consume everything it touches. Legend tells us of the art of summoning unbeknownst to all. Indra is slow to anger, but when he does, his wrath will strike down offenders with a terrible lightning. Shiva, the queen of ice, those who anger her will be frozen to the bone. Chocobo is the best of the summoned monsters, as far as quickness of flight and cuteness. So if we go down here...
There are countless books here in this library. You will never find it boring.
Ashura, our queen. She is the queen of our master and the gateway to his audience. Those who beat her will be able to see the true form of our master. Our master, referred to the humans as master of oceans, he is a ruler of might. Can you guess who the master is? Odin, a knight with a sharp blade. He was beaten only once when lightning struck his sword. Sylphs, the gentle, frail, they can unite their power together and unleash a potent magic. The law. True strength lies in a just mind. Test a caller before you answer the summon.
Do you have literature in the world of humans? Yes, of course we do.
The two moons. It is said only one moon shone upon the primeval earth. Our true master, the king of the summoned monsters, created us. He watches over us from afar. Wonder who that could be. The only way to beat him is to reflect back his power. So far, though, no one has succeeded. Long ago, a great whale descended from the moon. It is sleeping inside of a dragon now. Summon the monsters, humans and monsters. From where they came and where they will go, we cannot know. So if we were actually to drop down this little portal right here, says you need Queen Ashura's permission to talk to the master. This is the room for the king and queen. The king? Not me! Uh-huh. So if you figure out who the king is yet, it's pretty easy. Oh, and there's a naming way there if you want to jump into him. So basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to call this an episode since it's been almost an hour. Well, it's actually been about 47 minutes as of recording just this. And so basically, when we come back, we are going to then take on Queen Ashura. We're going to see the king of the summoned monsters, the ruler of the land of summoned monsters, and then when we're done with that, we'll probably go down into the Sylph Cave and check that out, and then if we have time at the end of that episode, we'll head up to the Sealed Cave, and I will show you the event that happens there. Normally what you're supposed to do is you're supposed to, like, fight in, you're supposed to level up, fight and level up. You're supposed to be about level 40s, 45-ish, and you go into the Sealed Cave. And the Sealed Cave has, the Sealed Cave has, these doors that will kill your party members. So you have to have a lot of life potions, you have to have a lot of magic points, and you have to be quick about destroying the doors, because they can kill you very, very quickly. And then the boss is Demon Wall. And it's the wall that moves towards you. It's weak against water, so if you have the King of Summon Monsters with you, it damages the wall. The wall has about 20,000 hit points. So if you're going to attack the wall, that's what you're going to need. Okay? And in this game, Jin is Ifrit. So in other versions of the game, he's called by his true proper name, Ifrit. Indra is Rama. Okay? In other Final Fantasies, he's called by his proper name, Rama. But the rest of them pretty much stay the same. So that just does it here for this episode of Let's Replay Final Fantasy II, aka Final Fantasy IV. And when we come back, like I said, we're going to take on the queen of the summoned monsters, Ashura. She's a hard boss fight. And then we'll take on the king of the summoned monsters, and then we'll go through the Sylph Cave, and I'll show you what's down at the bottom of that, because there's actually there's an event you can do after the sealed cave that once you have access back to the upper world, you can actually go and get something from a town, and then you come back, you go back down into the land of the summoned monsters, or not the land of summoned monsters, but Sylph Cave. You do an event there, and then you get the Sylph Summon. That's how you get the Sylph Summon in the game. And then after that, like I said, if we have time, we'll do the sealed cave. Or we'll do the sealed cave event, because we have the darkness crystal. Now, if you did like me and you went to the other side and you picked up the crystal, you did the warp trick, you picked up the crystal, you'll get this event when you walk inside. If I believe you can actually leave the crystal in the big chocobo, and then you'll still do the crystal. You won't do the actual cave. But I haven't tried that, so I don't know if it actually works or not. So if you could post up below, just let me know what's going on. So smash that like button, hit subscribe, drop a comment below, let me know how you like this so far. I know it's been kind of a longish, kind of Let's Play, because some of the episodes are kind of on the longer side, like this one's 51 minutes. But I'm kind of trying to show you guys, I'm trying to show you all the events in the game. I'm not necessarily trying to get every single, part done. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not trying to do, 100%. I'm going to go and I'm going to do everything and do all this kind of stuff, because... and that would take forever. I'm just trying to give you the story, okay? So, I hope you will continue to join me while I'm doing this. And like I said, I have some other videos. Like I said at the end of the last video, I have some other videos in the works. So, I'll be uploading some videos in the next couple of weeks as I have some more time to be able to, film some more videos and do some more things. I've got some DVD reviews coming up, and I've got some other things going on. And while I'm doing that, I'm still going to be playing Chrono Trigger. I'm still going to be doing this, and I'll probably start back up the Final Fantasy Mystic Quest Let's Play. I have to look and see where I'm at, and then see what I need to do to get to that point. So, I hope you've had a wonderful time. I know I have. And, just drop me a comment below, and... if you'd like to see some more of this, and if you'd like for me to head on and do Final Fantasy 3, which is also known as 6. I know I started it, but I haven't really played it that much, so I would need to actually kind of, sit down and devote some more time to that if you want. So, thank you for watching Russ Plays Games, and we will catch you on the next one.